It's Hyper Halloween! To me, a sign of a good horror film is its lasting effect after viewing it. And I mean this in two ways. One is, I think it has an amazing plot, creature design, or ending. The other is if it gets me thinking about what I would do in a similar situation. Nothing has stuck with me more than wondering what I would do in a situation with zombies or infected types from 28 Days Later. I don't really care for 28 Days Later for its acting or plot, but the situation is tense and scary as hell. So, for the longest time, I held 28 Days Later in a high regard for its creepy zombies and tense situation. And like I mentioned in my intro video, I would have even put it on this year's Hyper Halloween if I hadn't seen Train to Busan. Train to Busan has kind of a similar plot to 28 Days Later. There are zombies that are created through an infection. Like zombies, the infection can be spread through biting. The infection rate is a bit inconsistent at times. It seems to change depending on what the plot demands. The story revolves around, and again, I'm apologizing, I'm going to butcher this name, Seo Sok-woo. He's a hard worker that seems to value his work life over his family. He's divorced and doesn't have the best relationship with his daughter. His daughter's depressed because she wants to go home to Busan and see her mother for her birthday. The father ultimately relents and takes her there. We're introduced to a full cast of interesting characters as they board the train. We also meet our first infected, a lady who manages to board the train prior to taking off. She quickly heads to the bathroom, and that's when we see her transform. She quickly bites the first person she sees, and it quickly spreads from there. The passengers manage to find a safe train car and regroup. So the group plans on departing the train once it makes it to the station. They believe that it's a safe zone there. The train does eventually stop at a train station, and this is where I'll stop with the plot summary. I'll just say you need to watch it. It gets crazy. Train to Busan is one of my favorite modern-day zombie films. The viewer can connect with almost any of the cast, and you really do hope that all of them will survive. There's tension, drama, and tons of gore. The zombies are crazy as well. They can tort in so many directions and run towards the characters without hesitation. This, like 28 Days Later, is a movie where I'm left wondering what I would do in this situation. When a group of zombies come chasing towards me, I don't know, I'd probably give up. Train to Busan received a sequel in 2020 called Peninsula. I've heard it doesn't have the same feel as Train to Busan and that it isn't good, but I haven't seen it, so I'll withhold that judgment until I do. There's also a prequel called Seoul Station. It's an animated film, and again, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't pass judgment on it. Train to Busan, though, is a great movie, and I cannot recommend it enough. You still have some time left this Halloween season to check it out, and I highly recommend that you do.